Now that John Cena's WWE career has officially come to an end, today I want to look back at the rivalries that helped define the GOAT's Hall of Fame career. From personal wars to championship battles, against training buddies and anti-authority rebels who stepped up to challenge the biggest star in the company, these are the 5 rivalries that cemented Cena's legacy and elevated some future Hall of Famers along the way. Let's count them down. One of Cena's earliest tests as a potential main event star came back in 2003, when he went up against the new WWE champion Brock Lesnar right after WrestleMania 19. This was personal from the start. Lesnar had F5'd Cena into the ring post, putting him on the shelf for months. When Cena came back, the Doctor of Thugonomics cut some of his most aggressive promos on the Beast incarnate, setting up an intensely physical match at that year's Backlash. Cena lost that bout, and wouldn't get a chance to avenge that loss for another 9 years. When Lesnar returned from an 8-year absence, he immediately went after Cena. He jumped him the night after WrestleMania 28. Now the face of WWE, Cena responded with a gutsy performance at Extreme Rules. He withstood a bloody beatdown before catching Lesnar with a steel chain to the face and hitting an attitude adjustment onto the ring steps for the win. But the most famous match between these two? SummerSlam 2014. Lesnar absolutely obliterated Cena that night, just overwhelmed him with pure strength and fury, and captured the WWE title in dominant fashion. Like Batista, Lesnar came up through OVW with Cena, so the two were always connected. But it's the variety in their matchups and their ability to tell captivating stories that made this rivalry one for the history books. They also clashed at WrestlePalooza in September, where Lesnar once again proved his dominance. Just like Lesnar and Batista, Randy Orton was one of the breakout stars of Ohio Valley Wrestling at the same time Cena was winning the promotion's World Championship as the prototype. The third-generation star was tapped for success right away and arrived on the main roster around the same time as Cena. But for the first few years, they barely interacted. Their first match came on the November 13, 2005 episode of Raw, the Eddie Guerrero tribute show, and it ended in a disqualification. After that, they wouldn't face each other one-on-one for nearly 2 more years. But once they started, the matchup became a staple of WWE programming. They wrestled each other in singles action on Raw, SmackDown, and pay-per-view 16 times. And that's not even counting the countless tag team and multi-man matches along the way. 2 of the biggest stars in the industry, who first met in a warehouse in Louisville, Kentucky, grabbed the wrestling world's attention and waged war in some of the most physical matches of the new millennium. The lack of one truly iconic all-time great match hurts the overall feud a bit. But there's no denying the aura when these two shared a ring, and how important their rivalry was to WWE during the late 2000s, when the company struggled to create new stars beyond them. Their final match at Backlash in 2025 was an emotional moment for an entire generation of fans. For them, Cena versus Orton was their Hogan versus Andre, or Austin versus Rock. From the moment Cena reached the top of WWE, he made it clear he wanted a match with The Rock. He took shots at the Great One in the media, accusing him of claiming he loved WWE, but running away the moment Hollywood came calling. In 2011, 7 years after his last WWE TV appearance, The Rock made his triumphant return and immediately targeted Cena. For weeks, the two exchanged insults. It all led to The Rock costing Cena the WWE title at WrestleMania 27. The following night on Raw, the two megastars came together and laid down a challenge for the next year's WrestleMania. A once-in-a-lifetime match, with 12 full months to build the hype. For nearly 365 days, they continued trading verbal shots. It all led to one of the most anticipated matches in WWE history. The Rock won that first encounter in his hometown of Miami, but it wasn't the end. A Royal Rumble win in 2013 meant Cena had a shot at either the WWE or World Heavyweight Championship. After The Rock defeated CM Punk for the WWE title, it was obvious where the story was headed. One last time, Cena and Rock clashed on the grand stage. This time, Cena got his win back and reclaimed the WWE Championship in the process. They've interacted since. At WrestleMania 40, the final boss flattened Cena with a rock bottom. And at this year's Elimination Chamber, Cena sold his soul to his rival and executed a heel turn that went absolutely nowhere, thanks to The Rock's schedule. There have been longer rivalries in Cena's career, but it's hard to find another one that meant as much to establishing him as a Mount Rushmore-level talent. This feud shattered box office records and gave WWE that one great must-see match. The most important rivalry in Cena's career kicked off in January 2006, when Edge cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase and stole the WWE Championship from him. Moments after Cena survived a brutal Elimination Chamber match. Cena took the title back weeks later at the Royal Rumble, but that moment elevated Edge to the top of Raw and ignited a rivalry with the biggest babyface in the company. For the next 4 years, these two future Hall of Famers went to war on multiple occasions, including an unforgettable tables, ladders, and chairs match at Unforgiven in September 2006. They brutalized each other in the name of championship gold and legacy. They grew up together in that feud. They evolved into the main event talents WWE believed they could be. They fed off each other, and so did the crowds. Edge was the anti-authority rebel who was cool. Cena was the product of the machine. Some fans booed the rated-R superstar. Others jeered his clean-cut babyface opponent. The electric atmosphere and the quality of their matches made their stuff unmissable. And while fans would have loved to see them wrestle one last time, Edge's contract with All Elite Wrestling made it impossible. Still, fans have countless classic matches between these two to cherish. Matches from an era where both men rose to the top of the industry and injected much-needed fresh blood into the main event scene. The greatest rivalry in John Cena's career will always be with CM Punk. Two polar opposite characters, but with the most undeniable in-ring chemistry of any main event pairing in the last 15 years. They brought the absolute best out of each other. Punk was loud, opinionated, disgruntled, angry, and counterculture. Cena was the ultimate company man, always showing up, never complaining, being the best role model he could be. Their first match took place in Hershey, Pennsylvania on the November 23, 2009 episode of Raw, an interpromotional showdown that Cena won. The match gave fans a taste of what they could expect if these two ever locked up again. They clashed several times over the next 2 years, before Punk cut his infamous pipe bomb promo. He announced his intention to leave WWE with the WWE Championship, which he planned to take from Cena at Money in the Bank in his hometown of Chicago. In one of the greatest, most iconic matches in WWE history, Punk defeated Cena to win the title. They collided again the following month at SummerSlam, where Punk narrowly escaped with another win. A heel turn from Punk in 2012 led to another handful of showdowns with Cena. And in February 2013, they wrestled what might have been the best match of their entire rivalry, a #1 contenders match on Raw. Fast forward 12 years, and the two waged war one last time in Saudi Arabia. They squared off in the main event for the undisputed WWE Championship at Night of Champions. Cena won that match with help from Seth Rollins, bringing their rivalry to a close. This was the most unexpectedly great program of the last 15 years. It elevated Punk's star and reminded the world just how great Cena was as a performer, both on the mic and in the ring. It was a truly iconic rivalry that got the absolute best out of both men. So there you have it, John Cena's top 5 greatest rivals of all time. From Brock Lesnar to CM Punk, these are the feuds that defined his legendary career. What do you think? Do you agree with this list? Who would you put at #1? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more wrestling content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.